Hello everyone and welcome to week 2 of middle level methods, where we ask the questions, number 1, who am I? And number 2, why do I want to teach middle school? The reason you want to know who you are so completely and so well is because you model it every single day. We know this from social cognitive theory, if you remember your educational psychology class, that so much of what we learn by watching. And students learn how to be a grown-up because you're modeling it. By the way you stick up for yourself, by the way you stick up for other people, when you are kind, when you are gracious, when you have good boundaries, and when you smile, when you are able to laugh at yourself. You model your strengths, you model what it means to be a grown-up every day. You can also model your fears, and I've seen that happen as well. I watched an English teacher once who taught a class in my room for a whole year throw out the punk rock kid in the back row almost every single day. And the reasons for him being thrown up were not always clear to me, but it seemed as if that to me that the student was asking questions about the stories he was asked to read, which is, in my view, what we want students to do with texts. But because this teacher took that as a threat, this kid was always invited to leave. So what I'm suggesting by using that story is that you don't model your fears. I think this teacher was afraid of the student, and instead of drawing out that student and using his strength, he shut him down. Which isn't to say we always let students run roughshod over our classes. That's not what I mean at all. But it's being able to listen and connect is more important in middle school than almost any other place. So being authentically who you are, being comfortable in your own skin is really, really important. Let them be insecure. That's their job. They're 11, they're 13, they're 14. Let them be insecure. Let you be safe. Let you be solid. Let you be okay. Let you be able to laugh at yourself. The other thing I want to cover in this video is why you're in the classroom. It's so, so important for you to know this. And so that's why I've included Simon Sinek's model, How Great Leaders Inspire Action, because I think it's a useful one as you try to determine the kind of change you want to bring about in a middle school classroom. And because I'm asking you to fill out his magic circle as part of your discussion this week, I'd just like to illustrate how I would fill it out. Now you may remember that if you haven't seen the video yet, you might want to pause and look at Simon Sinek's video. But the way he conceptualizes making a difference in the world is by the 3-tiered model that he calls the magic circle. On the outside is what we do, on the middle is how we do it, and in the inside is why we do it. And he makes the case that most people work from the outside in. That is to say, they tell you what they do. If they get a little bit more time, they might tell you how they do it. But why we feel compelled to do a certain thing, we rarely get to that. And yet that's the emotional center, and that's what draws people to us, and it's what makes us, I think, powerful teachers. So if I were to do the inside-out model, I would tell you that yes, I teach. That would be my outer circle. The inside would be how I do it. And I could list a lot of methods there. That's where my methods would be. Collaboration and revision and coaching and constructivist activities. That's my methods. I would put those there if you wanted to ask me about how I do it. But the why is the most important. That's my core. That's where I work from. And the why I do it is to empower kids to be better thinkers, better readers, better writers, more compassionate human beings. And in this class, more effective teachers. So, when you're thinking through this model this week, really ask yourself, what is the big reason why I'm here? What is the big inspirational reason that I want to teach? Because it will influence everything you do. If you answer the question, everything I do is to blank, what would it sound like? And that's what I'd like you to answer in discussion this week. Just a one sentence, why? Why I do it is to empower a more compassionate, more creative, more critical thinking citizenry. And I will look forward to seeing how you would answer those questions this week.